Jeff.
Yipper.
Frakes.
Top of the morning to you.
Terrence.
Barents, Bo Barents, Banana Fana, Faux Ference.
And Mahogany.
Daytime.
We are recording this so early on a Sunday.
It is a quarter after noon. Come on.
It's early for some of us.
Yeah. Time is like a man-made construct, you know? And
This is like
Yeah, but noon is a specific thing. It's where the sun is really high up in the air.
yeah.
Yeah, which is in some places the best time to sleep.
mhm.
You
Wherever
can
I'm
get the-
from. That's where.
You can get the
That's
most
where
amount of
it
shade
is.
for the minimalist amount of coverage.
Huh?
If you're directly underneath something,
It's the most shade.
yeah.
I'm used to, working during the daytime, and shade is very important to my job because there's a lot of waiting times, and apparently they're just on a quest to eliminate all shade trees everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh, you mean from like
That's
parking
true.
lots?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's true. You
Like,
want shade, you better pay for it.
I guess so.
So we can charge them for air. What else can we charge them for? I know. Shade.
Comfort. Any form of comfort
Any
we can
form of-
charge them for.
Any form of comfort needs a cost associated with it.
You're not far off. All right. So, hold
Don't
on.
you just love it here?
Let me adjust my mic a little closer to me. There we go.
Oh,
What?
nothing. That's anything. So I think it depends on how all this folds out. I think we are currently recording episode 75.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doing this for
Alright.
75 weeks? Well, no, probably.
Well, no. Sometimes we record 2 episodes in one sitting, but
At least a year, though.
we're getting up there in numbers, which is kind of cool.
I did not think this campaign would last that long.
There's got to be some quality in all this bulk we're putting out there, right?
That's the hope.
This is a good one. I like it.
Yet Pod Save America has 1,000 episodes or so. So, there's a chance that we're putting no quality out there and we're just like,
Well, I mean, Joe Rogan has how many episodes?
God. God, oh God, oh God.
And they're all 3 hours each.
That is something I do not get. Like people watching like 3, 4, 7 hour streams of people just yammering at each other.
Well, I get it on the occasion, like if there's somebody he's talking to you're really interested in hearing from, maybe. But to do that every time.
Yeah.
It's
And-
background noise for a
Mhm.
lot of folks.
Do they even have an editor? They just run the whole thing unedited.
It's probably just all ran.
Yeah.
Hey, could you surreptitiously clip out the things I said that were racist? Okay, thank you. Just run the whole thing on the bar.
Yeah, just run the whole thing.
And even then, not so much.
He confused podcast and Spotify and the contract, and they didn't realize they were going to be paying by the minute. So it's a lot of filler in there, and they're stuck with the bill.
And now a 20-minute drum solo. Go.
Yeah. It's just some kid beating on a desk. It's crazy.
Just his assistant beatboxing.
It was like Steve Martin before he discovered he had rhythm. It was bad.
Steve Martin, I always knew he had rhythm. He's a banjo maestro. He's
I guess I
The
was.
Lord-
Talking about the jerk.
Yeah.
the lord of the banj.
Yeah. So it's more referencing his character from The Jerk.
Oh,
Look, Ma, I do have rhythm as he snaps his fingers. It's such a great movie.
I haven't seen it in so long.
You mean I'm going to stay this color forever?
He hates these cans.
Yeah.
Stay away from the cans.
Oh,
That's one of
good
those old
stuff.
comedies that actually holds up.
It's not problematic.
I mean, it might be. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I mean, you've seen it. Like,
No, I haven't seen it in I haven't seen it in recent memory, I guess.
yeah.
And I think every time I've seen it, it's been edited for TV. So I might have to look up the actual
Yeah.
uncut version.
I remember going through that spiel with a lot of movies. I'm like, man, there's a
Lethal
lot.
Weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of titties that they never put on TV.
And him
Yeah.
in the bathtub for some random reason.
And the whole family's in there to talk
Yes.
to him, even his partner. It's like, let this man bathe. No, it's his birthday. Come on, kids. Let's all gather around Dad in the bathtub to wish him a happy birthday.
Tell the neighbors.
I really hope that there's enough bubbles covering the surface.
Yeah,
Or else you're just going to get some Danny Glover.
Just one small ratty washcloth. That's
what I was gonna say. It's like I feel like it was just washcloth.
it was just a washcloth. That water looked cold and murky, but you can see through it.
Don't
up,
look at
everybody.
Daddy's weed now.
I met Danny Glover. He's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, sweet dude.
No.
I just rewatched The Color Purple, and I was like, that's why I didn't like Danny Glover for a long time.
Oh yeah, okay, that would do it. Playing the meanest asshole ever.
Yeah.
Now that's a movie I was weirdly obsessed with as a youth.
That was a movie I had to watch a lot as a youth.
Yeah, I watched it like fucking at least 12 times in 1 year.
Like, see, you did it because you wanted to. I did it because my grandmother was like, this is important. We're watching this movie. So it, like, watching it again was like, what was your life, Grandma?
Jesus.
What was your life that I had to watch this movie so many times? I don't know.
What was it? The video I saw. I don't know if this is related because I actually haven't seen The Color Purple, but it was like the girl saying when you hear your grandmother's story about how her and her father became a couple and you realize it was probably a crime.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's you're hitting the nail right on the head there.
So my grandmother used to always tell me about her Aunt Verley and Uncle Shern. Something.
It's probably
No.
Shirley and Vern.
It was Vern and Verley. They were both
early.
Yeah.
I love
And she would tell me about how when Uncle Vern was 40, he married Aunt Verley, who was 17. And that one day I'm going to meet my Aunt Verley. And I'm like, no, Granny. No, Granny, you're wrong. Because that may not technically be a crime in South Carolina, but it's still gross to me.
Mhm. You're very mature for your age, young lady. I'm gonna take you to the Sizzler.
The Sizzler. Have you ever been to the cafeteria?
You ever kept house? That's what you're going to do. You're going to keep house and slaughter chickens.
Oh God.
That was.
Don't go with the girl that gets excited about that.
Or do. I don't know. I'm trying
I
to.
mean, that's your thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, where did we leave off last week?
We had just the lady had gotten a flying castle, right?
My cloud castle. Yes.
Your castle.
Forget, but I feel like I named it something.
I don't
Pookie.
remember if you did.
Come
I
to
don't
me,
remember
Castle
either.
Pookie.
But no,
Castle
it's not Pookie.
Castle Verde. Castle Vern.
If you're the lady, why can't it just be the castle?
Because my mother didn't bother to give me a name, but I'm going to be a better mother than she is.
Oh, that's
gonna
why
name
you
this castle.
name everything. That's adorable.
Yeah. That's her thing. That's her thing. She's a horrible person with a horrible past. But
What is
she's
your
trying
scorpion?
a little bit.
What's your scorpion's name?
I want to say Scorpy right now. Sounds about right.
You sound like me naming dogs when I was a child.
I mean,
What do you want to name that brown dog? How about Brownie?
Yeah.
How about this cat? How about
Goalie,
Patty?
Scorpy. I mean, I think it makes sense as long as I didn't have another name. I don't
We'll
think
take-
so.
Mr. Meow Meow.
So when I was a child, I had a cat that was named Mikey.
Mikey?
Mikey, because it was
adorable.
my kitty.
Oh.
And I was like 3, so it was Mikey.
Oh.
And it was an outside cat that I would just carry around. It was as big as I was, and its tail would just flick up into my mouth, and I would just chew on its tail because I was a disgusting child.
Frakes had a little bobcat. He didn't even know it.
Was it his tail?
Just some diseased up stray he's dragging her.
Yeah, just,
Should we take that possum away from that small child? They keep saying it's his kitty, so just leave him
leave him
alone.
be. He's fine.
It ain't been in much yet. So.
Yeah. Look, it's going to improve his immune system.
Yeah. Or thin the herd. Either way, we're doing
Yeah.
justice here.
I was teaching him how to groom himself.
I think that's why I rarely ever get sick, and I'm 6'6" to this day.
Did you lick cats?
When I was a
Chew
child,
cow.
yeah.
Chew cat tail.
There you go. Now we have one of those fancy folk remedies that they always talk about.
That is not how I did it.
Jeff's like, well, there I was, midnight, a crossroads, me and my blues harmonica.
Yes, I made a deal.
Was it an actual devil or like a fey creature?
It was creatine, the demon creatine.
Okay, Jeff, don't answer.
Yeah. Apparently, I crossed a line.
Well, if I tell about it, then I might get in trouble.
Yeah.
There's an NDA with these demonic contracts, you know.
Mm.
Why do you think I live at Roundo Crossroads?
Oh, you've been subcontracting. People come to you.
Spooky.
It's like, all right, here, look, Jeff, I'll give you what you need, but what I need is for you to live here close in case I'm busy and I need you to come sign some papers for some other people. You're like,
Here's
okay.
a beeper.
Yeah.
You're the devil's paralegal.
I have power of attorney. Woo. The worst power ever. All right.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't get to the button.
Oh yeah, I stopped licking cats. I'm fine. I'm
I just want to thank you for making a joke about that cough. That way I don't have to edit it out. I can just leave it in.
That's what I try. Any weird noise, I'm going to try to point it out so that you don't have to go back and edit it.
Yeah, thank you. Just throw some music on there and shit it out to the internet. It'll be fun.
I just slap some copyrighted music. The whole soundtrack disappears. We're golden.
Golden.
All right. So yes, when last we left off, the group was standing in the courtyard of a flying castle, looking down over the ruins of Oker Moss Tower. Where were you planning on going from here?
Well, I think this might be a very solid point for some role play, in character discussion about what we're going to do next.
Shopping.
the
Ladies
cloud
be
castle
shopping.
starts just going towards the nearest fantasy mall
They better have a Versace in this mall.
Oh no. Stranger Things season 8, the fantasy version.
God.
I mean, that's a very valid point, but I meant more like big picture stuff. We have a cloud castle now. Well, the lady has a cloud castle now, and
And don't
hopefully
you forget it.
she is willing to continue to accompany us on our further adventures in friendship.
Obviously, we're on her time schedule. She's now traveling towards the mall.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, as long as we hit the mall.
So
I'm good.
while we're traveling, I guess we could discuss this.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
that's kind of my point.
What's the speed on this thing?
I'm so glad you asked. It
Was that
flies.
the castle?
5 miles per hour.
I was actually just like up in the air about deciding like whether I should use like vehicle speeds, particularly ocean ones, or just give it a flat fly speed.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to go with flat fly speed. That way, it just makes things a little bit easier to calculate overall. The time it would take.
Also, the wind speed, if we're outside of it. You know.
Yeah, that would complicate shit.
Yeah.
That's the vehicle speed thing. So I was going with a flat 90 feet.
Okay, so a dwarf's run.
No, 90 feet per move. So 180 feet per round.
Ah,
So faster than flight.
Yeah, a little faster than the fly speed, the fly spell.
so it'd make it difficult for things to attack us from flight.
If they can catch up, well, that's the thing. You're also a giant platform, so all they have to do is catch up and land, and then they are going the speed you were going.
Right,
Did you
right.
Did you figure out how fast how many miles per day it can travel?
I haven't done that one yet. Let me see. But it doesn't have like a max time to fly. It will fly in the direction that the lady wills it for as long as she wills it. So
Okay.
let's see.
Because Overland Flight, I think, does 64 miles per day.
Okay, so this would do an additional 32, so 96 miles per day. Close. Let's call it 100. Close to 100.
It's 64 for an 8-hour period.
Now, can the castle run? And
No.
does it get exhausted?
No, it doesn't get exhausted, but no, it cannot run. This is the flat speed it goes.
Okay.
Still,
Well,
though,
this castle's bullshit. Let's get something else. I don't want a castle that can't run.
No jets, no turbines on this castle. It's bullshit.
So, where would be a safe place to take this if we did want to shop?
well, like I said, it is largely indistinguishable from regular stormy cloud cover from beneath. So,
Mm-hmm.
And then it can be shrunk down.
and it can also be shrunk down. If you recall the powers we rolled randomly for.
Right. I was more asking like non-hostile to us territory.
Why is that cloud going in the opposite direction of all the other clouds?
That's no cloud.
Because it wants to. Mind your
It's-
business.
It's the mist.
Well, that actually
Yeah.
that is actually more
up in the atmosphere.
a meta question. Do you want to extend the scope of the campaign beyond the valley?
Well, I think we need to figure out what it is we're actually wanting to do. Do we want to continue in the service of Lord Blackrune, which will provide us potentially with the fun that we seek in the murder of good characters and petty vengeance against local villages and all that jazz? Or do we want to, we don't want to do world conquest. That's not our bag, right?
It's not mine.
Mine either.
Oh, wait a minute.
The heck was that?
I don't know. That was bad.
Sounded like a bag of Legos.
Oh,
falling
that
on the
was me
floor.
finishing my biscuit. Sorry.
Oh.
Let's go now.
Sounded like a Lego Death Star exploding.
No, it was just a Bojangles Rapple getting squished.
What were you saying though?
Who, me?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were saying something while the bag was crinkling.
About world conquest, the lack or the ambition or lack thereof.
Lack thereof.
All right, so the lady, she's out of the world conquest game. Cybot, you're not super interested in that, it sounds. How about you, Desarius? You want to rule the world?
I just want to have fun.
I thought everybody wants to rule the world. They heard a whole song about it.
The song is full of lies. It's full of lies.
Did it go
Dennis
into...
Miller used it in his special, so of course it's full of shit.
Oh, let's not talk about Dennis Miller. Unless we're picking on Bordello of Blood.
What's your decision, Chachi?
God. You know it's a comedy when he is your lead character for a vampire movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they tried to make him like a sex symbol. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It's like trying to make James Wood sexy.
Well, that's James Wood.
Oh, Lord. James Wood. Oh, James Wood.
But I was going to say that with
the name.
With Cybot, I mean, he's always worked for a stronger, boss. It was the dragon before, and now he's kind of with you guys because of Black Rune. But I don't think Cybot's actually met Black Rune.
No.
You met a representative, though.
I met a representative, but I don't have any strong loyalty to him, I'm just with you guys because I'm kind of a character out of time. And y'all's mentality seems to float with my own for the most part.
Pay me the money.
Yeah. But disrupt. I mean, from a character standpoint, I would like to. I want to fight and go against good creatures and good aligned things because we're in an evil campaign, and it's rare you get to fight that side of the monster manual.
Right.
Fucking archons and angels and shit. That's really enticing to me. So like, what is? We were talking. What was the? Because we were in the Discord talking about what was it?
The Sunblade.
The Sunblade. Now I can't. I remember the Sunblade, but I can't remember the story behind it.
Wasn't that in the like a elven
Crypts, yes.
crypt area?
That's right.
Being an elf, that would entice me because that might mean, race specific magical loots or history. Like when I was last alive, where was the Sunblade at? Like if we can get a perspective on that time frame. Would I have known anything about it? Do I need to roll a knowledge history check or?
You know that you, for the time you were alive, that there was still a small town that oversaw this ancient elven ruin.
So it was a ruin even then.
Yes.
Okay.
It had a lot of history. It fell to darkness way, way before any of all this happened. It is just like this whole valley used to belong to the elves, and everything got steadily pushed back to the one southwestern corner of the map, where ultimately even that fell, and the only thing left behind were a few dispirited caretakers in a village nearby. You may have even come from said village if you're local to the area.
Okay.
Well, I feel like a lot of us are a little bit better equipped now to handle undead. Maybe not so much incorporeals. That's a bit still. I can't handle those, but I'm down. I'm down to go hunt down a Sunblade. That sounds dope.
Well, Sunblades do have a reputation for not being able to be wielded by evil creatures. So,
Hence why we want to corrupt the Sunblade.
or
Even if we
see
can't corrupt it, we'd be taking a powerful artifact off the playing field for any other moves we might want to make in the area.
All right.
Because in my mind, I have a vision of a blade called Eclipse
Okay.
that's got a
Fair.
core of darkness.
Very well. Lady outside. But before that happens, real quick, let's talk about
Shopping?
shopping. Let's talk about shopping.
Blade.
You guys are currently in possession of a pretty valuable object. In fact, a
Whoa.
very valuable object. A flask with a wish granting effigy inside, potentially.
Oh, that's right.
And the cost of it is more than the cost that say a moderate-sized town generates in a year. Like, you know.
Oh.
Yes, but can't we go back to Lord Blackrune and offer a trade per se?
Mayhap. If that's what you want to do, there are other avenues, though.
I mean, at least he would get first shot at it. I mean, I would think that would be the best route to go. And then plus, we also have all that.
Well, we don't know what
adamantite.
we don't know what the other avenues are yet, so
Well,
there might be one better. Parents, give us one that's better. A place that'll pay double? I'll take it.
A place where you might be able to sell it for full price
okay.
if you're willing to take the trip.
We have a flying castle. Yeah, it's like taking a trip in your house. This is like owning an RV, but like a luxury RV.
All right.
Not quite the one that has the Porsche tucked up underneath it, but close.
Maybe we could pay homage to Robin Williams then from the movie RV, which we all know that's the best thing he's known for.
I've never heard of this.
And we could just name the castle like Robin or something.
No.
No. Man, that echoed. You were so mad about it.
No. I'm not mad about it. Just that's just not the name. I don't know what it is yet, but it's not that.
Castle-y.
I mean, that's what I'm leaning towards, but I'm trying to.
Cloud Castle.
I'm trying to let it, because I feel like I had something else. I feel like I already named it.
Castle.
So I'm just trying to wait
Greyhawk.
for that name to come back.
Hawk.
Gray Skull.
Oh, wait, actually, that's Cumulonimbus. Name it like after an actual cloud. Final Fantasy VII.
Castle Cloud Strife.
Yes. That's not bad, actually.
Castle Storm.
Thunderhead.
Best kind of head.
We'll turn it into a bordello. A brothel. Castle Thunderhead.
That's no.
That is definitely an idea. Well, moving on.
you know, Jeb, he likes his brothels.
No.
How many of you visited this campaign?
None.
Ah, okay. The well-established Jeb liking brothels.
He likes the idea of them.
One.
Oh,
Did we visit one?
I visited one when we were in the capital city. We
That's
went to the
right.
red light district.
That's because Jeff is a horny player.
That's
Ah.
right.
That's on our $30 and up tier, the role play from that. If you want to
Just-
hear Jeff meticulously role play his character in a brothel,
just making nut noises into the mic for 20.
Pretty much me casting glibness and saying some shit.
so like, does she pull her tits out or what? Just that's the whole thing.
If you roll over a 10, I'll let you do butt stuff.
No, with Jeff, it'll be like an 85-minute negotiation and a 5 minutes to seal the deal.
Yeah.
So,
That's going pretty far there.
well, I just assumed haggling is foreplay for you.
Oh, absolutely. This treasure's not endless.
I mean,
Is that what you named it? This treasure?
This treasure isn't endless, but it's a decent size.
Well, that's what the enlarge spell's for.
It's not how big the treasure, it's how you use it.
So I bought more penis. Anyway,
welcome to Blood Talk with Terrence Crosby.
well, we can only euphemize for so long before I have to say the word penis. It's in my contract as GM.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry. And if you
We
don't have
really
a GM,
got hosed on that contract too.
Yeah. I fought hard for that. I didn't fight for any money, which is probably a poor move on my part. But whatever. At least I can say penis at least 4 times an episode.
That's 3.
When did I say penis? Ah, God damn it!
And you're done. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for coming out.
So what were we
Next
doing?
episode.
We're going shopping.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked while Terrence was talking about shopping because we were talking about the name.
No, you brought up brothels. That's what took it all off.
At any rate, you know that there are places you can go off plane to sell.
How do we get there?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the plane of fire, the home plane.
Risky, but it might. Yeah, you might actually get a good deal of money there too if you can get some information out of the Ifrit as to who to barter him off to. There are also other planar locations where this kind of object could be bought and sold fairly handily without too much issue. If you don't mind who's buying it, and let's face it, I don't think you guys ever cared who buys from you.
Nope.
No, that is not our concern.
I'll sell to my enemy because then I'll kill them and take it back.
You're gonna build kind of a poor reputation in the sales community, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
So what?
Only if it gets known.
that's a market no.
But there's always the argument that the lady just had. So what? Who cares? It's pretty
It's
strong with this
solid.
group. Yeah.
So what?
Solid
Who
defense here.
cares?
So what? Who cares? Kill him and take it.
There's always a new market.
But do we have reliable transportation for plane hopping? I don't think that's in our wheelhouse yet, is it?
No, but there are doors, portals, gateways.
That we know
That
of?
sounds like research.
If you know where to look or know who to ask.
Would I know where they are?
Good question. Give me some percentiles or a knowledge planes, whichever one you do.
I'll do the planes. I'll even add a D6 to it. I think I could do that with this character. Yeah, inspiration. Hey, 32?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 39.
All right.
I'll show up.
Not to piss in your cornflakes.
2 heads together.
You think hard, you talk amongst each other, and you decide, rather, you remember, Cybot, there's one time that you were out of the valley in another city, big coastal city, and you were just bar hopping, just spending some treasure after a good haul. This is before you were even employed by the dragon.
Oh.
You went into a tavern restroom and walked out into a different tavern and spent about 2-3 weeks lost in a huge city where the streets curved upward in both directions. If the tavern is still there, doubtlessly that door might still be there. Lady outside, you know of beyond his recollections, you know that once he brings it up, you know that there is in fact a well-documented door to the city of Sigil. There is, it is in a former tavern, surrounded by numerous fences, and currently under the control of the Mages Guild of the city of White Coast.
Sounds like a hassle.
It's a hassle if you can't fly.
Is this the same one we're both thinking of?
Yes, the city's White Coast, or rather, you think it was White Coast. It's difficult to remember sometimes.
Yeah.
For you're finding yourself having a lot of memory gaps.
Yeah, well, stasis will do that, I guess.
But you know that the Mages Guild, if you don't want to try and sneak past them, also just charges to let you use the door. If you know about it. They don't advertise.
So that's an option. What do they charge? Enough that it's worth sneaking in?
A flat 500 gold fee per person.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Uh,
But I mean, is that the only way for us to get full price for this this flask? Is to go to a different plane?
I'd say yes.
Of course
So-
you would.
yeah. We paid 2,000 to get in. We get how much back?
I believe it was like 180, something like that. It was very expensive.
Okay. Well then. That is a drop in the bucket then.
Wonderful. But all right, is that what you're going for? Black Room will probably give you the standard half if you want to expedite it.
Sorry, I was looking up the flask to see if how much money we're actually trying to go for here. I can't find it.
I think it's a fruity bottle, right?
Oh, is it a free bottle?
Yeah.
The flask of Amontillado.
Iron flask.
145,000. My bad. It's a fruity bottle.
Oh,
140,000. That's full price. We'll be sacrificing 2,000 to get through. Now, do we have to pay another 500 to come back?
They don't. No.
It's just for use of the door.
Yeah, just for use of the door. It's just they don't control that side of the door.
Okay. So it's not a toll to use the door. It's just to use it from this side.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys, you know Jeb. Jeb's going to go wherever y'all go. I mean, I don't have any ambition to speak of. I do like
Well-
the shiny gold, though.
let me put it like this. We can sell more stuff there, and we can find more better equipment there than we would find anywhere else.
Well, I'm currently cash poor.
I say let's go to Sigil.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to get money.
Sigil's the city that's inside the big circle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Halo around the spire.
Yeah.
That's our first stop before we go to collect the Sunblade, right?
Yeah, I mean, Sunblade on the back burner. When you get into a place like Sigil, there's no telling what adventure hooks you'll come across.
That's true.
I say out of character.
Okay, so the city is the actual shape of the city is a torus, which basically is like the inside of a tire. So no matter which way where you're standing in the city, you can see city rising up in every direction all around you, up until you see like the band of gray light that comes in through the opening.
It's kind of dizzying to think about that. If you look straight up, you'll see the top of the city way above you, right?
You can definitely see it rising up in every direction. However, it'd have to be a pretty clear day for you to see all the way across to the
Yeah, okay.
top of the
So way more massive than eyesight.
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, it's huge.
Well, that brings up one more question. Is mind fog done?
Yeah, it's over. You're out.
Okay.
It only lasts like a few minutes out of the fog.
Cool. I just saw that I still had -2 on my will saves, and I'm like, that's not good. And optimistically, I'm going to go ahead and delete that off of my hero lab because I don't ever want to see that again.
So if we're going to go here, there's one huge problem.
What's that?
I only have 482 gold. I don't have enough for a ticket.
Sucks to be you.
All right. Well, who am I going to stab to take that money?
I mean, I'll throw some.
On our way there, we can kill something.
Yeah, but also I've got.
Look how loaning me 25 gold is just out of the picture.
Yeah, for these two assholes, sure. But
18
I mean,
gold, and sure.
You're a new friend.
17, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to help you. You have pulled my ass out of the fire a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But just maybe on the way there, if we see any good creatures, we can always slaughter them and take their gold.
Oh, there's a herd of angels over there. heavy coin purses.
Angel volleyball team in the celestial shorty shorts.
And then we kill them and go, oh no, this was just a Top Gun cosplay group.
All we got are these shiny aviator shades.
And all these weird, extremely bright Tom Cruise dentures they're all.
Oh, those sell for a pretty penny. Literally, one pretty penny.
Yeah. Oh,
As
these
I start
dentures.
singing Danger Zone.
I think of a pretty penny. I just think of a yassified Abe Lincoln.
Just Abe Lincoln with eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Fake lashes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Contouring on point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you a pretty penny.
So here's 20 gold for you there, Cybot. I'm happy to loan it to you. I'm happy to give it to you as a gift.
You just add that as found 20 gold.
Interest.
From Jeb.
Yeah.
Found 20 gold in Jeb's hand.
It's got a little ribbon tied around it that says, "To my new friend from Jeb, BFF."
Yeah, there's no strings attached to that gold, by the way.
Yeah, none.
None at all.
Nope, you're just my friend now. That's on you. You're stuck with this.
Until I give it back.
Yeah, I don't know why Jeb became friend hungry throughout this whole thing, but he's just like, nope, you guys are my friends from now on.
That's why you're evil.
Yep. I am that one guy that you know who you really don't want to be friends with, but who believes that you're their best friend.
You've basically morphed into the cable guy. Congratulations.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to say the energy vampire of the group.
Yes, I am Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
All right. 1 sec. I got to go put a load of laundry in the dryer. I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Is there an energy vampire template?
Oh, but Jeff, should we go smoke while he does laundry?
Yes.
I mean, why not?
All right, we'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Hey there, my name is Billy, the Mountain Man Billy. I have 2 first names, have climbed the highest peaks on the globe, cooked the rarest meats, and I'm a staunch homosexual. That last bit isn't important to you, but it is to me. With funding from the Aristocrats Gaming Society, I can now hit my next level to go higher than any mountain and bring you delicious food from space. With the latest in space technology, I plan to build a restaurant in orbit of our humble planet. From there, we will artificially inseminate bears of all species in 0 gravity, subsisting of a diet of moonshine, bacon, and butter. These mothers will carry to term in zero gravity. When born, this delicious fetus will be gently placed into a drop pod and given GPS directions to your front door. As the drop pod re-enters the earth, the atmosphere will cook it all naturally to a perfect medium rare. The whole cub will be edible because the lack of gravity in its short, brutal life has left its bones milk soft and delicious. A specialist will meet you at the arrival of your baby bear meat with a selection of condiments and an assortment of breads to perfect your experience. I can't wait to serve you. Be on the lookout for Billy's Baby Bear Burgers coming to the whole planet and near you.
And we're back.
Cool. Andre's a tumbling.
What?
That's what I left for, was to move my laundry from the washer to the dryer. Never mind.
Sodas.
Anyway. And to get a gin and tonic.
There it is.
What?
Yeah, I need to go do
It's
laundry.
too early for me to do that.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I'm having a late brunch or an early leper. I don't know.
That sounds like a skin disease.
He's got leper.
He's got the lupper.
no.
He reeks of gin and he only does laundry. He's got that leper disease.
It's
Anyway,
unfortunate.
many things about my life are.
No, what's unfortunate is we just started back, but I gotta go to the potty.
Go.
And
There's
I
a
didn't-
party happening?
The
I didn't have to go until just
We gotta
now.
go to the party.
Let's all go to the party. Grab ourselves a snack.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I was thinking about the lobby song.
I'm not snacking in the potty.
You're not living.
Yeah. What do you think that dinner plate on the back of the toilet's for? So you can lay out your snacks. A nice charcuterie plate. You hang your little TV up on there. You sit on the toilet like you're the cool teacher who wants to be one with the students. You know, where you got the dinner plate in front of you, the tank of the toilet's in front of you instead of behind you. You lay your charcuterie plate up there. Pull up Netflix on your phone. Just go to town,
Ew.
dude. You don't have to get up. You know, the food goes right through. You don't have to worry
What are
about holding it
you-
in.
What are you putting on this charcuterie board?
Meat, cheese, and a variety of fruits.
It's just boiled eggs and hot sauce.
Prunes and boiled eggs.
Par cooked boiled eggs.
I do like a runny egg.
The camera zooms in close like you're eating tomatoes in Lord of the Rings.
It's fucking yellow shit dripping down your face.
Pippin's behind you singing a dirge. It's terrible.
I don't like any of this visually.
Yeah. I kept talking because your face kept getting more and more.
Especially as I'm picturing Denethor turned backwards on a toilet.
I'd take my shirt off when I poop.
Makes everything a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
That way, you know, when you're straining good and hard, the sweat drops don't soak up into your nice clean shirt.
Yeah. That's the hard part about the where I work at is the bathroom is so hot and there's no bidet. And if you're in there for more than a pee, if you have to sit down, there's a good chance you'll slip around on the seat because you get sweaty instantly.
That was what I hated about construction work, is always having to go in a porta-john.
Yeah, dead of summer, those nice, convenient, cool porta-johns.
They are super hot.
I I was a wee lad and we went to a mud run. And for those of you who are sophisticated enough, that's where people bring their trucks to drive through mud and other people drink and watch that happen.
Class. Yeah, absolute class.
And I got stuck in a porta-john I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, middle of the day. For hours, they tried to get me out of that thing. The door was broken. It's a long time before I would go into another porta-john.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going to get fall in. I was a very thin child.
Take that blue water bath.
The blue water with suspicious lumps in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm more afraid of like spiders and stuff inside the actual.
Oh God. Now you've given me something else to be terrified of. Thanks.
Spiders, bugs, stuff that can bite you while you're sitting on the thing. Yeah.
Live rat, a deranged midget, something.
So I lived with my uncle for a little while, and he built his little compound like out of reclaimed scrap. And I parked my camper on his property. So his bathroom, his toilet and such, was an outhouse with running water because we weren't savages. But so I would go to this outhouse when I needed to, and there'd be frogs in the toilet. My uncle told me once that he pooped on a snake that was in the toilet. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to live like that anymore.
Yeah.
I pooped on a snake once.
My dad's got this property that he built a stage on. He has music out there, once or twice a year. And he built an outhouse with like a running toilet on it. Running water, toilet. It wasn't just like a hole in the ground you poop in like an old outhouse, but it was a bathroom that was outside.
Yeah. But
for a long time it didn't have a roof on it. And something about pooping with the sun overhead was really nice.
I will say that, yeah. When there's or fresh breeze, it's pretty nice.
But there was always the no matter how much of an emergency the bowel movement was, there was a 2-minute search for like, is this thing safe to sit on because it's just outside with no roof? Are there spiders under the lid?
There a toilet snake?
Yeah, you missed that because you were peeing.
Will a water moccasin hit my balls with his teeth?
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
I was talking about the time that my uncle pooped on a snake.
Welcome back, Mahogany.
Yeah.
Our show has changed formats. We're just now talking about pooping on snakes. It's a
shit talk with homebrew detritus.
It's a niche fetish, but I think we're going to get more Patreon bucks.
Yeah. Don't forget to support us on Patreon. That is homebrew detritus on Patreon.
We'll cater to all your weird fetishes. Most of your weird none of your weird fetishes. Fuck you.
There's no fetish. That's on homebrewdetritus.com. Mid-show plug. Boom.
Okay. All right. So, what did we decide?
We're going to the door.
All right.
Looking for anything that we may kill and rob on the way.
Well, this place we're going, is it the kind of place where we need to leave breadcrumbs to find our way back to the door? Seems like a direction should be disoriented if the city just extends forever. You might want to take careful note of where you come out.
Is there any way we can do research? Does this castle have a library?
I don't know. Does it have a library?
Of course it has a library.
All right.
I'm a very studious, scholarly woman.
Then it has a library.
All right. Well, let's say while we're en route, we do a little bit of research on this sigil city.
There are all Harlequin romance novels, unfortunately.
So while we're en route, let's say we do a little bit of research on these romance novels.
I was say that's a separate library.
Yeah,
This is
just lady porn.
What was it? Big Bertha's Revenge from the CVS?
No. sheesh, I can't remember what it was. Keisha. Something Keisha.
Keisha Jackson.
Hmm.
What was the name of the book?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I wonder if it's faster to go through my text with my sister or look through my photos.
It's a phenomenal CVS find. Let's stop the show for this.
I mean, I'm done. Oh, I found it. A Big Girl's Revenge. Life is good for thick bone Keisha Jackson with a good education, well-paying job, and supportive parents. She is everything a young woman could ask for, except maybe a healthy dose of self-esteem. Aw. But after a chance meeting with Rico, the neighborhood bad boy, her fairy tale life is quickly dismantled. Blinded by emotion, she gives in to all his cruel intentions. And it continues. But I won't.
Under the false claim of love, Rico vindictively tears down all that good girl Keisha's built. His sole purpose seems to be to make her miserable. Rico has no limits on the grief he causes and the disrespect he shows. Having endured physical, mental, and sexual abuse, Keisha finally sees the light, and she's not having it anymore. The tables are turned, and Rico feels her well-deserved wrath. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and Rico will soon find out what a big girl's revenge truly feels like.
I hope there's murder involved.
Coming soon to Lifetime streaming services everywhere.
Okay.
This Tyler Perry production.
The name of the author, however, I can't quite suss out. It says Miss Mitchell Moore?
Michelle Moore.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm thinking. It looks like a Frenchy kind of Michelle spelling.
Michelle.
But, yeah.
Well, the miss there to let you know that she's not married. She's single. Writes about murdering her boyfriend, so maybe she might still be single.
So with that, what did we learn?
Don't mess with a big girl. She will get her revenge.
There was nothing in the book there about the spire that we're going to?
No, nothing. Oh, okay. Well, you have a few days of research. Let's give it a go. Knowledge planes, and I will roll percentiles to see the efficacy of your library.
I will assist with anybody.
Oh, I'll roll. Hold on a second. I gotta get.
I will assist Mahogany.
I do assist.
Yeah, I think she's the knowledge planes person with a 39 before.
Very glad for your assistance because only 5 on the die this time. For you assisted, that makes 27. Was that 1 assist or 2?
2. I also assisted.
29 then.
With the bonus to library grants, that gives you a 32. And or 33. I was saying 29. Yeah, 33. What were you were looking for information on the portal, on the city, on the...
I thought we were looking for information on the city itself.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, whether we need to be concerned about...
Then again, we have to get to the city, so maybe we would have researched more about this door and the what's around it. You said it was guarded by mages now, but they seem open to just purchase this if we wanted to do it that way.
Yeah. The city of White Coast is mainly known as a trading hub, not necessarily a hub of morality.
Okay. So shiesty wizards.
Everything's for sale in White Coast. But yes, the city itself. Oh, what was that?
I just was thinking about the City of Thieves from Adventure Time.
Oh. All right. I don't think I've seen that. The city of Sigil, however, when it comes to things like portals, you learn through your research that portals are rarely permanent in Sigil. Even the long-lived ones are permanent fixtures. The ruler there, the Lady of Pain, can change them on a whim, and often does. But most people are more than willing to capitalize on a portal as long as it's there. As far as you know, this one is still open.
So temporary in an immortal kind of lifespan.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like some portals are just straight up, people consider permanent because they're always open. But to use the portals around the city, you need things called keys, and a key to a portal can be just about anything. You might even walk through a portal accidentally just because you have a certain object on you at the same time you're near the area that the portal is in. Now, that is not necessarily a frequent occasion, but it has been known to happen.
So we're basically buying a key to this particular portal from the mages on this side.
Correct. The trip to White Coast takes about if you point the castle in the direction of the city, it can cover about 3 8-hour days worth of journey in a 24-hour period. So it'll take you about 3 days to get there. Otherwise, it would be a 9-day trip if you could manage to go 90 feet around. 90 feet move. It's a long way off, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But in that time, you prepare yourself, or you do more research. You find out that there are what basic things about the city would you like to know?
Possible laws that we might unknowingly break.
Layout.
Layout. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Does the layout shift and change, or is it static?
The layout is not static, but it does shift and change as buildings are demolished and rebuilt. It is basically, it's like a city, like any other city. Like if something is left to rot for a while, it will rot and it will fall apart, and then it will be destroyed, and something new will be built there, or not.
But I mean, like, it's not like 10 minutes. You walk down this alley, 10 minutes later, that alley leads somewhere else.
Oh, no. Not unless there's a portal at the end of it.
Okay. And then what Toker asked about the laws.
The laws, okay, the Lady of Pain is the only law in the city. And while she may allow other factions within the city to adjudicate it, ultimately, though, if any of those people displease her, she has her way. Essentially, from what you can tell, the Lady of Pain is a godlike being that both rules and protects the city from other godlike beings. In fact, they don't allow deities within this planar metropolis. If you have too much of a godly power within you, you cannot enter. Nor does the Lady of Pain allow worship of her. That is one of the big laws you do not break there. Do not offer her worship. She does not want it, and she will punish you for doing it. Either by stripping off all your skin or throwing you into a maze. Now, a maze, in this case, however, is the one thing that you were talking about before. Just an endless selection of streets that you must find your way out of, its own pocket dimension, punishment dimension. Lady of Pain is not to be trifled with. That is the warning you get over and over in the tomes that you explore.
So she doesn't like worship, but what if we point Zarius at her and spike her drink with some sort of nope, never mind. That's a terrible thought.
Hey.
You get Zarius to seduce her.
I don't have the glibness spell yet.
Damn it.
Nor is he willing to say some shit on his own.
Yeah, this is Jeff we're talking about. All right, Jeff, seduce me. Okay, so the law, her word is the law.
I was waiting.
Just awkward silence.
I was trying to make a joke as if I was the DM, but I didn't lay that out clearly. So, yeah.
I forgot I was on mute.
Oh, where have you been talking? I'm sorry.
No, not really. It was just like reacting, but you couldn't hear it.
I just
That's
feel
all
like
right.
it
What
wouldn't
could you
worth
really
it.
say to that?
If a mahogany reacts on mute, does she even make a noise?
The answer's no.
Yes. A quiet one. I don't know.
All right, so the Lady of Pain is the law. The streets are static unless, construction, actual normal physical construction is done.
Yes.
If we get the key, we can use the portal as long as it stays open. Do we want to get on the Lady of Pain's good side? Like, do we want to, curry some favor with her, maybe?
Insofar as you can tell from your research, that's difficult to do.
Yeah, and I think out of the scope of what we're going to the city for, we're really just going there to sell this and maybe get out, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just I wanted to make sure we didn't walk in like wearing the wrong colors, or like if we're armed, are we going to get arrested? Little faux pas we might not have thought of walking into a city on this plane, there being a big like, oh, they're all armed, fucking get them,
No, you have no trouble there. Everyone goes armed in sigil. It would be a fool. You'd be a fool not to. It's got your typical city problems: crime, poverty,
Corruption.
corruption. It's got all the bells and whistles of your standard city. Only magnified to such a degree that it literally encompasses the plains themselves.
Where are they at on their plumbing situation? Like, what level of is this shit's in the street city, or
Yeah, or are we going to poop on a snake?
The city's functions are maintained by mysterious beings that follow the Lady of Pain's orders, called the Dalbus. And generally, whenever some sort of city infrastructure thing needs doing, they are the ones doing it. I'm going to say that, yes, it has rudimentary sewers.
okay. That was kind of a joke, but I'm impressed that you had that information. And I was also worried that you were going to be like, there's this race of beings on there that just eats poop.
And they just stand outside windows with their mouth open. Point!
They
Just
do
pointing at the big
ghoulies.
mouth. The ghoulies. So, after 3 days of journey, however, you can see the glittering white sands of White Coast down from your perch atop the castle wall.
Not a single merchant caravan this whole way.
Well, you're moving too fast. You're way faster than merchant caravans. Ooh, in fact, you guys could probably just rack up shipping goods.
Welcome to Raiders of the Lark, a
Which is
shipping
not-
company.
Which is not fun and not really what we're doing. So
But it is evil.
it is kind of evil.
Yeah, evil to the listener. The next 100 episodes, we will just be mapping courses and
All right,
going to and from.
Transporting goods.
Oh,
Let's
and
make
really
sure we got
deep
the-
into the accounting part of it.
Yeah.
It's like two guys in a truck, but it's a flying ship, and we're just moving, I don't know, dinosaur eggs or some shit.
All right, for the next half hour, we're going to go over the manifest list for our shipping trip.
All right.
And
So
the taxes that we
Customer
have
service
to pay.
phone call. Anyway,
the city government, by the way, while the Lady Pain rules everything, the city government is maintained by factions. Many factions within the city, all representing certain very specific philosophies and all given a specific kind of thing to do. But the only thing you really need to worry about is getting on the wrong side of, like, say, the Harmonium or something, which is their cops.
Roger. And for those of us who are not in this Zoom call and are just listening, Zarius has just posted a toilet mimic picture.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
It looks like it's inspired from the ABCs of Death, the first season. T is for toilet.
Why would you? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, toilet horror. Let's do
I was just wondering, we were talking about how they were disposing of their crap.
No.
Feed me, Seymour. Okay, unzips pants.
Toilet mimics
It makes me
is the
think
answer.
of Look Who's Talking To when they're
What?
trying to toilet train the baby.
Oh, okay.
And he goes into the bathroom and the toilet says, "Give me all your pee-pees and poo-poos."
Wow, deep cut. Look who's talking too.
No. Wow.
I'm more of a
remember
look
that
who's
scene,
talking
though.
now guy.
Yeah, I also prefer talking animals to talking babies.
Homeward Bound, anyone?
Ilo and Otis, perhaps. Okay, no one's
Milo and
actually.
Otis.
That's just double
Tearjerker.
narrating. But I heard they killed a lot of Milos for that movie.
Oh.
It might not be true.
Because the horse.
Yeah, because the horse from the Evergreen story that I thought was dead forever from that.
Well, Milo and Otis is a redubbed film from the Asian market. I'm not sure if it was Japanese or whatever, so they're a little less careful about that thing at the time. Jesus Christ. Are you looking up the Milo and Otis thing? You trying to make me wrong? Okay.
No, I was just, I hope not.
No, I hope you're absolutely correct about how many poor animals died in the filming of that.
Oh my God, Milo and Otis animal deaths is like the second thing that comes up on Google. More than 20 kittens were killed during the production.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How? Why? They're like, oh, you're not cute anymore. Snap.
Okay.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh,
They had to
no.
feed
Oh.
the,
I don't
they
ever
had
wanna
to
hear
feed
it.
the crew.
A cat's paw was broken intentionally to make it look like it was walking unsteadily.
Ah, fuck. Who made this movie? They should get shot.
Seriously, wow.
This is a tangent that I'm super fucking happy we went down.
Sorry. Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
And now we'll just pull the gloom shade.
This was not my fault.
Was it? Wait, was it? Is it my fault?
No, it was my
no, it's
fault for bringing up Look Who's Talking 2, which took us to Look Who's Talking Now, which took us to Talking Animal Movies, which took us to Milo and Otis.
Thanks for backtracking that for us.
I wanted to make sure we all knew how we got here.
Well, let's before we leave this weird area, maybe I've said this on the here before, but we had a little get together in the garage a few years ago, maybe for 4 or 5 years ago, and it was the first time Noob had ever watched Gremlins. And the first thing he says when it shows, the guy's dog, he goes, "Oh man, this movie's old. That dog's dead now." And I've never laughed so hard at just a stupid fact as I did from that moment.
Yeah, that's a hell of an observation to make.
As old as this movie is, that dog's dead now. Thanks, Noob. Way to kick Gremlins off with us. Out of sadness.
I think all but 2 of the main cast are dead now, actually.
Oh.
But Phoebe Cates and what's his nuts.
Isn't it bad that he's the star and nobody remembers his name?
What's his nuts? The guy.
That guy.
Thingamajig from Gremlins.
Yeah. Nobody knows his name, though.
I don't even know his face.
Billy.
I was about to say, I don't even know his character's name.
I don't know his face. It's Billy. Billy is his face.
Yeah,
Billy is his face.
picture of Billy. That's him.
Picture
When
Billy.
I picture Billy. I picture the Blue Ranger.
Close enough.
Yeah. A little curlier hair, but maybe.
Yeah,
brunette
milk toast white guy.
Yep.
No, I heard the Red Ranger is going to jail, by the way.
What him do?
TPT loan fraud.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
That was the super Christian one, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with the lives of Rangers. I know.
Yeah, but you just spouted facts at us about the lives of Rangers. So I think
this fact was hurled at me the other day. I figured I'd pass it on to you guys.
Just a drive-by facting.
Kind of.
Take that. The Red Ranger's going to jail.
Walking by Matt Crosby, he's like, "Hey, the Red Ranger's going to jail." I'm like, "Okay."
Isn't it crazy how the vibrations in the air that come out of our mouths now put images in your brain? Giraffe pimp.
No.
Now you're picturing a giraffe pimp, right?
I saw it.
I mean,
he was more business casual in my head.
But he had the hat.
He did have the hat.
Telepathy.
And his little horns came out of it.
Of course. Yeah. You don't put the hat over the horns.
I was picturing Ice-T with a very long neck.
All right, let me get on that picture.
It's Toys R Us had to fold, so now it's just it's a
yo, I'm Jeffrey
giraffe. Yeah.
I want to see that movie where Jeffrey the giraffe falls on hard times and he's voiced by Ice-T. And it's titled Giraffe Pimp.
God.
So this is one of those sessions where we have a really hard time getting where we're going.
Right? I know. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's like a Model T. We're just cranking it until it turns over. We've got the key out. We've gassed up the motor. We know where we're going. We got
a little over an hour before I have to bail. So.
Yeah. So we're in the castle. We're flying toward Salt City, White City,
Town.
White Coast.
Yeah. You're flying toward White Coast, and indeed you see it. How are you proceeding from here? Are you parking over the city, or are you shrinking down?
I assume I can call this thing to me.
Yeah.
So park it up high. No need to wander around with a cloud at my side.
You sure you don't want to take that with you?
I can call it to me.
Oh no, it won't come. Well, we'll see. I don't think it'll come across planes. It can't do that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, like, I just don't want to walk around with it. Like, I feel like when we get to the door, I'll call it to me and make it small and bring it with me through. But I just don't want to walk around.
Can we put it in a bag of holding or the?
I mean, you could.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shrink it down, pop it in a portable hole.
Word. Right. I'll do that then.
All right. Outside the city. Yeah, you walk to the center of the castle and here's how the castle looks to you guys. Let's talk about the castle itself. The castle itself is, like I said, elegant and Gothic looking.
Big gray skull on the front.
No.
My cloud castle?
Yes. And the interior is, I assume, pretty well appointed. Did you imagine this place looking pretty opulent?
I would say not exactly opulent, but definitely like old money. Like, you don't have to be ostentatious to be nice,
Right.
Like that.
The only thing that you did not picture that is here is every room seems to have a full-length mirror in it. And whenever you stand in front of it, you don't see yourself unless you ask to see yourself. What you see is a person that looks a lot like you, but dressed as a servant or a butler. Whenever you walk in front of a mirror, the image in the mirror says, "May I help you, ma'am?"
Mm-hmm.
The castle communicates with you in such a way. So if you have to give orders to the castle in the castle for things you need in the castle, you simply walk over to a mirror.
So the mirror reflects whoever's looking at it?
But is its own distinct personality.
Mm. Indeed. But it only takes orders from the lady.
It will do normal, courtesy things for people, but actual orders, no. It won't do anything but take orders from you.
Word.
Like, I would like a glass of water right away, sir. Most people will get for you. Please move the castle to northeast, blah, blah, blah. That's what you get.
Indeed.
So this whole time, Jeb was just having his feathers brushed and a massage.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the place is filled with unseen servants, so I guess they could do that. I don't know. Is that an unseen servant duty? Rub my temples and fetch me a Shirley temple.
I mean, I guess within reason,
Yeah.
as long as it's not. I don't know what kind of RAM this thing's got.
What's the processing power on this baby?
Only one way to find out.
Can I get a hug and a hand job, or just one or the other?
Nothing weird. Don't make it weird.
Out of our scope of practice, sir. But yes, that is basically how you communicate your orders to the castle. You simply walk over to a mirror and say them. But you park outside of town and then exit via your normal means. In your case would be what? Your broomstick or the fly spells or?
I would just feather fall out of
Yeah,
there.
walk off the edge.
All right.
You're on your own.
Featherfall gets more than one target, you know.
No, mine are.
Nope.
I think mine are self only.
I mean,
Mine's a hex.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's self only.
I can probably get down. We just gotta fashion a harness. You wear me like a backpack, and I'll fly us down.
There you go. I mean, I guess I could lend you the broom.
Hold on, I'm checking something real quick.
Don't mind the crotch rubbing on the back of your neck. They're really
Yeah, that's
good at
not
massages.
It's not happening.
They're good at massages, but they're not so great with the endings.
I'm all sticky.
Yeah,
How
I'll lend
far
you the
up are we?
broom.
How far up?
How far up do you go? Do you park it, Mahogany?
I don't know. Cloud height. What is cloud height?
Over 400 something feet
Yeah,
Oh,
400.
I mean, if it's foggy,
or 800 feet.
Yeah, let's call it 800.
All right. Then I can touch. I'm like grab my hand and I'm like I'll dimension door down.
All right. You dimension door down with some. The lady joins you shortly, landing gracefully on the road as you head into the city. The city is a bustling trading port. There are many things to see, smell, taste, buy, sell here, but you are pretty dedicated to your task. And so after a short inquiry, you head towards the White Coast Mages Guild. The White Coast Mages Guild, incidentally, is several offices around the city.
well, don't
Okay,
we
so
have?
we did all of that. Sorry.
No,
I was gonna say we did all of that, but then I forgot we were gonna put the thing in the hole. So we just write it to the ground
Okay.
and then make it small and put it in the hole.
I don't want to sugarcoat I don't want to go over the Zarius taking Cybot's hand and then Dimdoring. I feel like that might have awakened something in Cybot. I don't know if anybody's ever held his hand before.
I don't have to hold your hand. I can just touch your shoulder.
You said take my hand, and I did.
Boom. Nope.
hands off the chest piece, man.
Yeah, hands off the shake. We held hands.
Interlocking fingers, even.
Jeff uses those famous dimension door verbal components. No.
Song of Innocence starts playing. Hi. Return to innocence.
I need to get spectral hand as a.
I don't care what hand it is. That song plays, and it'll
Did you get the the red cheek lines from your eyes get real big and shiny.
I mean, true. You haven't had sex in over 200 years.
Yeah, not with another person.
Oh, lightning.
Oh, yeah, there will be.
Here, play with these balls, buddy.
Sparks are flying. But no, we've got items that we can sell here, right? Before we go.
Why sell them here when we can go there and sell them probably better?
Well,
with a city that has the money for it.
It's fair. It's fair. And I already gave Cybot my...
Your last 21 gold pieces.
Oh, no. I'm rolling in money. I didn't have all my loot taken from me.
No.
All right. So anyway, eventually you find the right place amongst the various offices of the White Coast Mages Guild. They look at you speculatively, but as long as you're willing to pony up the 2,000 gold, they're more than happy to give you a key and take you to the portal. The portal, after you find out, is on an abandoned lot with a high stone wall around it. The only thing really preserved on it is a door marked men's on a half wall. Everything else has been cleared away. The attendant who is leading you here says, all right, you'll need these whenever you go through. He reaches into a basket he's been carrying and pulls out 4 half-full beer mugs. And he begins checking the temperature on them. And then he's like, hold on. And he holds them up to the light a little bit. And then he checks the temperature on them again. He's like, there we are. Lukewarm. Here you are. And he gives each one of you a mug. And you're free to go, of course.
Now, question for you. Does the key no longer operate if this mug is empty?
Oh, that isn't the key to get back through.
That's just the key to get in through this side.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Have a wonderful trip.
Very polite.
Who's the first to open the door?
I'll do it.
All right. Zarius, in this freestanding wall with a door in it, you grab the handle and give it a turn, and you open it up and you see a blue-skinned creature with horns looking into a mirror across from you over what appears to be like a wash basin. He's his shirt is covered with vomit, and he blearily looks around at you and says, "What are you looking at?"
My exit. And proceed forward.
All right. After Zarius just steps through, the portal closes behind him, just revealing the other side of the door, which is basically more empty lot. The attendant closes it again.
All right, Zarius, make a new character.
Next.
Go ahead.
I cut you off. You wanted to go?
No, go ahead.
All right, Jeb will go.
All right, Jeb. When you open the door, you see a blue creature with vomit down the front of his shirt, hunkered over a basin next to a mirror, flipping off somebody that just walked past him.
Excuse me there, pal. I'm gonna come right through here, squeezing by. Don't mind me.
Okay. Jeb disappears into the portal. And next.
If not the lady, I'll go.
The door is closed and you reopen it again. The door. This time the sink across from you is empty. There's just a big splash of vomit on the basin.
Is there more?
No, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Go on through.
All right, you go on through. You feel something weird when you go through, by the way.
Oh.
Like something kind of scrabbling at you, but you don't. It doesn't last very long. It could just be a tingle from the portal. The door closes behind you, and the attendant points it to you, lady outside. Your turn, my dear.
I go through.
All right. You open it up and you see Cybot looking around in the restroom. And when you step through, the portal closes behind you. And then the portal opens up behind you. And Jeb falls out. Let's backtrack a second, shall we? Jeb, when you step through the portal, the image you saw of the fiend flipping off somebody instantly gives way to just murky blackness. You feel like you've stepped into a void, a familiar void, and a bunch of eyes open up in all distances and sizes around you, and you hear a voice, "Where are you going, friend?"
Oh, hey there, Observer. I'm just stepping out to do a little shopping.
Well, I see you've already committed yourself to it. Unfortunate, really. A word of warning. You don't have much time once this portal closes behind you. You will have to do something. Quickly. I hate to be the bearer of this bad news. We're going to lose contact.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Mostly for you, dear friend.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
In order to resurrect you, I had to do a little bit of something. A little hocus pocus, a little observer magic. Your heart is going to slowly begin to disappear, as it is a portion of my power, and my power is concentrated on the valley. So you might want to have that looked at. I'd say you have a little less than an hour before it fades.
I have an hour.
1 hour.
And then I'm dead?
I mean, you've always been kind of dead, but you'll be dead.
Like not skeleton me, but like dead me.
Oh yes, quite dead.
Oh, that's bad. That's not good. I don't like being dead. I don't like the idea of being dead.
Not a good feeling, I hear.
Oh, this is thanks for the heads up before this happened.
I really didn't expect you to go gallivanting off world.
I didn't realize that this would be a problem. Oh no. I gotta go talk to my friends. I gotta see if I can fix this.
Well, don't worry. You'll see them the world brightens up. Everything disappears suddenly. The portal is closed behind you, and the portal has opened in front of you for sure this time. You fall out of the portal at the lady outside's heels. You feel terrible. There is a marked reduction in your well-being.
Like suddenly 4 negative levels.
Like you're suddenly come down with a fever and diarrhea all at once. Like that kind of sweats and shakes take over you.
Yeesh.
Oh, guys, this is a problem. We got a problem. I'm gonna die in an hour. The observer just talked to me. He said crossing the plains like this, it separated us from whatever life force he had flowing into me. So I reach up and I grab Zarius and the lady, like, in panic. I grab Zarius by the lapels and the lady by the arm. We got to do something. I'm going to fucking die.
We'll miss you, buddy.
The lady shakes him off. Like, ugh.
I mean, I can always bring you back.
And yeah.
Oh, in some form. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know, man. My soul's already kind of been put through the ringer a couple of times. I was alive, and then I was dead, and then I was changed again. So I don't know if you can.
Oh, well.
We got to do something. We're friends, right?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's nothing that shopping can't fix.
Death is something the shopping can't fix, lady.
Actually, she's got a good point. Let's go sell our flask. Get her money. And then let's see if we can find something that you can spend your money on, such as some kind of resurrection spell.
Or we can just get out of here, right?
Or that too. Yeah.
I mean, we came all of this way.
That does bring up another problem, though. The fact that my life is intrinsically tied to that plane and that entity.
So now you don't want to be tied to that entity?
Sounds like a you problem.
I mean, it's a us problem. Like if he decides to do something horrible to you guys through me, I don't know if I'd be able to like stop that from happening.
Oh, so you dying might benefit us then to sever our ties to that entity?
I don't like the way you speak.
And then I wouldn't owe you 20 gold anymore.
Either way, this conversation seems to be against your sense of urgency. We've got things to do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Shopping.
Yeah. All right. Let's go shopping then as my life ticks down.
Is there a knowledge check we can do, or like we basically what he's saying is we understand it? Or is there more to it?
Sounds reasonable. You didn't know what kind of magic brought him back to begin with.
Well, we knew what.
You knew it was that
maybe
weird
a
necromantic
skeleton.
goo. Yeah.
So the question is his soul, or has he sold his soul?
Did you agree to sell your soul?
I don't think he ever did.
No.
Yeah, I never agreed to sell my soul.
Then no, your soul is fine. It's
So
your body
can-
you need to worry about.
So your body, can I reincarnate him?
That might be a problem on Sigil.
Now, I'm assuming this conversation and this thought process is happening as we're walking along.
Oh no, I'm just stopping in the bathroom to discuss this.
Oh, speaking of the bathroom, while you guys are having this exchange with Jeb, you hear a loud knock on the door. Hurry up in there!
You shut your fucking mouth. I'm dying in here. You don't understand. I am literally fucking dying in here.
You better
You
get
mind
that
your
thing
own
a courtesy
business.
flush!
Take as much time as I need, thank you.
Actually, because didn't I already walk out the door?
Yeah.
All right, let's go sell this thing and see what we can do. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something. Okay, all
But
right.
just to be clear, you're saying you might have to take his body back to the other plane to resurrect him? Or if he dies on Sigil, that's it?
If he dies on Sigil, it might be difficult to get druidic magic to function here. This place is fairly artificial.
Out of character.
Is it druid magic though?
I don't know, is it? I thought you were a druid hybrid.
No, I'm a shaman. Slightly different.
That's a druid hybrid,
Yeah, it's a druid hybrid.
What?
Jeff.
No, it's not.
What are the classes that make up shaman?
It's witch and druid.
It's druid hybrid. So out of character.
Yeah.
I'm okay with whatever the outcome of this is. Like if you
Actually,
guys
it's Oracle and Witch.
Oracle and Witch, okay. If you guys decide to cut ties with Jeb in order to get rid of your attachment to the Observer, that's fine. I'll figure something else out. We're in a merchant, pirate, thief-filled city, so we can make another character if necessary.
Stop playing in the head so far. Okay.
Well, I always do. I've got 4 characters lined up.
Okay, so you guys all step out of the bathroom. You see a few people like giving you guys quizzical looks. Someone says, I hope they didn't leave a lot of spooge. Ugh, God. How do you always get the perverts jamming up your bathroom, Charlie?
It's all over the walls.
Charlie, in this case, is a beholder who seems to be tending bar at the far end of the building. Hey, one at a time. I thought I told you, perverts.
And I turn and give him the big thumbs up with a big cheesy smile on my face.
Jesus Louise. How'd you even get in here?
And I go through the back door and then stroll on.
Oh, for God's... Why don't they close that thing?
Return to innocence.
Essentially, you guys are in a bar filled with monsters. Like I said, Beholder is tending bar. There are numerous demonic entities just sitting around small tables conferring with one another. You see a strange sack-like creature with one large red eye counting coins at one table, but when you look at him, he notices you and disappears along with his money. Basically, you also see a trio of treasure chests in pulled-out chairs sitting around a table. They just not doing anything.
Mimics just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out. The place is wild looking. And you, the largely humanoid population of this bathroom, kind of stick out here.
Stroll through like nothing's wrong and everything's perfectly fine, and just stroll for the door.
All right.
Ditto.
Jeb shuffles along, staring at his feet and muttering to himself about how he's going to be dead soon. So what does it even matter? What does it even matters?
We zoom into Jeb's chest, his jet black heart steadily beating until it flickers out like a TV signal that is being interrupted, disappears briefly, reappears. Only a little blood escapes. A mild reality arrhythmia.
It's Marty McFlying over here.
Marty McFlying over here.
As you step outside into the city of doors, you can see the city rising upwards in every direction. The streets swooping majestically off in the distance. The buildings turning as if to point towards you. It's like you're at the bottom of a massive hill, no matter where you're standing. And you can see what appear to be stars in the sky. You quickly realize are just more buildings in less brightly lit parts of the city. Welcome to Sigil, and from there we'll pick it up next time.
Yay.
No.
Sorry, I don't know. I need to go.
Jeb die.
Huh?
Jeb dies.
No.
That depends on whether guys you do anything about it.
I mean,
I'm going through. I don't know what I could actually do to prevent it, unless he just went back to our plane and was just set out the shopping adventure.
yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. You some of I was shaking my fist in your general direction, Terrence. How do you dare? Set him up.
You set me up.
Like I said, shopping actually might be the main thing you can do to save him.
Yeah, seems like it. Like, oh yeah, come here, you'll make all this money. Oh, you're gonna spend it all. You're gonna spend it all saving Jeb's life.
Oh no, we got to find a bargain, or that dude's dead.
Yeah, let's be honest here. And that's all we'll stop with.
Let's be honest here. Long silence.
So I've got a couple of ideas if we wanted to have that conversation. You said don't think so far ahead, but I've got a couple of players I would like to play, or a couple of characters.
Oh, I thought you had ideas for saving your current character's life.
Yeah.
The only thing that we can do to save my character's life is
artificial heart.
Doable.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Because it's not your soul, it's your heart.
That's right, your body. And he said he created your body with the part of the heart is part of him. If we can give you an artificial heart, then and your
Really
soul's
weigh
good
my
because you
monster.
never used your soul for the bargain. So
You
we
never
actually
use yourself
make
for
you-
anything.
Yeah.
Well, I had a thought of this is a kind of magitech society, right?
Yeah.
So we just take me out of this artificial body because this is a body made by the observer, set on a goblin frame that were my bones. We just take me completely out of this body and put me in an artificial body, like an android.
I swear to God, I knew you were gonna fucking push that android shit. I knew it.
Or an artificial heart if that is a possibility.
All right. Well, we'll discuss that a little later. I got to get ready.
Half construct Jeb.
You don't want the Tony Stark heart?
That might be kind of cool.
But yeah, I have a couple of plot points, not just this weird one about Jeb. There's a couple of things I wanted to do here in Sigil, so we'll have a little fun.
It's a cool set piece.
All right.
I'm
It
excited
is.
to see where we go from here.
But yeah,
And I hope you, the listener, are too. You've been listening to Raiders of the Lark, a homebrew detritus production. You can find all of our stuff on homebrewdetritus.com. You can support us on Patreon to get this show in particular way in advance, like between 10 and 20 episodes in advance, which is dope. And for those of you who are already supporting, thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to, you can watch this on YouTube, but it's really still just us talking with a picture that Frank's drew. Anyhow, thanks everybody.
good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.